Hi. Hi, y'alls. Hey, everyone. Um, I just wanted to get on here because uh, hi, Greenberg Brigade. Hi. Hey there, Sharon. Hey, Bridgerton Girly. Hi, folks. Um, hi, Alejandra Thank you, Sharon. What was that? Alejandra Gonza. Thank you, Sarah Beth. Thank you, Martha. Um, Alejandra Gonza, 42059. Hi. Hi, Sarah Beth. Thank you, Rochelle. Hi, Phoenix. DK89. Thanks, Smart31. Thank you, Phoenix. Hi, Rochelle. Hi, Dulce. Hey, Smart31. Menda Turano said, hey, I found the video. Thanks again. Yay, I'm glad you did. Hey, user with a lot of numbers right behind you. Hi, Marcy P. Today was so quiet. I was just excited to see that video. Thank you, Dulce. And thank you, Dulce, for sending me that video. And actually, Dulce and Natalia both gave it to me, but I didn't realize that that both of them gave it to me back to back. But I was so giddy. Y'all, I was so giddy when I watched that video. Because you know what? It's because sometimes the ones that are so anti-believing that Luke and Nicola have this like incredibly real chemistry. The first thing that I really loved about the video is the fact that he said this is not fake. Like this is obviously like real, like the way that their connection. That's what I was like, yes, see, that's what I'm talking about. Like all these people trying to gaslight us and trying to say like we're wild for thinking anything. That this is a dating expert, all right? So he's like, he at one point he's like if they haven't smooched, I think I don't want to misquote him, but when he's like, if he, if they haven't smooched, they're like an inch away from it. And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and he didn't mean like in the sense of like the show. He meant in real life. You know what I mean? So, and that was such a like the least unhinged. Well, it's not the least unhinged clip, but like it's like one of the more tame interviews. So if he could pick up on it on a tame interview, I'm so excited to see what he would pick up in a truly unhinged interview. But anyways, hello Isabella Marie. Thank you, Phoenix. Hey, Jody Ante. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. Hi, Jillian3. Hey, Felicia. Hello. Woke P32. When you said Kim, what do you mean Kim? Hi, Karina. Let her cook. Did something good happen? Well, for me, it's good. I mean, it's nothing new. It's just nice to see somebody see what we see who has no bias. And literally he comes in and he talks about the fact like, I don't have any bias because I've never seen these people before. And he proves it because he literally butchers Nicola's name. He says something like Nicola Coughlin or something like that. Coughlin or something he said. So it was like so great. The Greenberg Brigade says he needs to see the paddle interview. I want answers. Oh my word. I mean, when he said that he has a Discord, I'm like, Angela's team, get on it. And I was so excited when Dulce said that like the Discord people know, because I'm like, come on, put in the best ones. Like, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. Like, it's just good to have someone who like doesn't have any like ties to anything. Like he doesn't have any leaning one way or another, and he leaned towards our direction. I'm like, yes, come towards us. Like I was just so excited by it. Lizzie said, I watched it too, so good. The Greenberg Brigade said the body language video. No, it's not a body language video. It's a dating expert video. I put up a video of it just recently, Greenberg Brigade, if you see that. Natalia said, I got on the Discord and already recommended videos. Yes, Natalia, thank you. Like, if people have Discord, which I do not have Discord, but for those that have Discords, like, please, like, elevate the ones that you think the most, like, Oh my word, there's so many good options. It's like, oh, I mean, I know that he can't like do it all. That's the thing. Like, he can't have it all be all of them all of a sudden. Like, everything is about them. He has to do other things. Oh, maybe it is the body language. Thank you, Sharon. The Greenberg Brigade, I guess I've never seen it as the body language video, but I guess he does talk about body language. So maybe we're talking about the same thing. I don't know. But I was just so excited. Thank you, Monica. Oh my word. Like, my heart is palpitating so fast. And this is when I say, like, I can't pretend to be giddy if I'm not giddy. I'm really giddy. Like, it made me so happy. It made me so happy. Okay, I'm trying to breathe. I mean, yeah, Monica said, I thought the interview he viewed was pretty mild too. Totally mild. That's the thing. Totally mild. So I'm like, if you can pick it up on this mild interview, how much more? The completely unhinged one. I mean, can you imagine him doing the red carpet ones? The red carpet in Brazil? Like, let's not do interviews even. Just the red carpet in Brazil. Wow. The possibilities are endless. Oh my word, I hope he does more. I hope he does more. Sarah Beth says, I know it didn't count, but I voted for Bridgerton just to do it. Sarah Beth, yes. I am so glad I did the live earlier this morning to find out the fact that was in the terms and conditions, that it had to be people from the UK or Ireland or the, what is it? The channel? No, I forgot all the names of the other two. I should remember. Bad memory. But anyways, yes. So the thing is, I know people were like, we can vote through VPN. And that's fine if people choose to do that. But just know that they also made a note that if they felt like anything was fraudulent, that they would pull that vote and it would not count still. So anyways, I felt bad that I let people know without knowing that caveat. So I'm really thankful that other people let me know so I could check the terms and conditions myself and post that information. And had to take down the first one. For K and K said, have fun, ladies. Thank you. Ronnie says, there you are. Oh, where was I before? Like, or are you talking about like my excitement? Felicia said, what video? It's the video of the dating expert talking about like the interview that Luke and Nicola had. I know I'm way behind. Thank you for my moderators that are letting me know like the more recent ones that I should read. Alejandra, I'll just go with Alejandra. Even he sees what we see since the beginning. Yeah. And I love how much he loves Nicola. Like, he talks about, like, he picks up on her like charm. Like, her charm is so like, ooh. And he even picks up on the way like Nicola and Luke are. Like, that they both, that it is mutual, but she just has that energy, that she's the calming like presence while she's like the most outgoing part of, but like they work together. Like, I just loved it. I just loved it so much. User with a lot of numbers right behind it. Hopefully you got the answer since I just answered what video it was. Okay, the Greenberg Brigade said it was so validating. So we were talking about the same video. Hey, Kels Bells. And Natalia said that people saying his PR can kick rocks. Exactly. Like, I love that this person's like, obviously. Ronnie said, Phoebe, can you pin the YouTube link comment? Because folks lost it. Unfortunately, I can't. They took away the pinning option. Like, I don't know why. You used to be able to pin stuff. Now you can't. I looked it up actually when I was like, how can I pin these comments? And I couldn't. And they said it was taken away. I forgot when they took away the pinning option. I'm sorry. But what I think I can do is put it in the video description. But is the video description, can you actually copy the video description? That's the only reason I don't put it in the video description, because I wasn't sure if you actually can copy it from the video description. I know you can copy it from, maybe it's just my sheer excitement. Hopefully I'm not freezing anymore. Maybe it's my heart just speeding up so much. Natalia said, and he's never seen the show. It speaks volumes so much. It speaks so much volumes. Cece, the video he watched was such a mild one too. Yeah, the Greenberg Brigade said it was a tame interview. Yes, absolutely. Whew. Am I frozen still? Can a moderator confirm with me if I'm still freezing or not? Lauren said, I loved how he said that Nick is the one loving on Luke. Oh, it was sweet. Okay. Thank you, Ronnie. Okay. KA Strings, what's happening? Just talking about like that new video by that dating expert, Anthony Recenello or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's just a person who had never seen Luke and Nicola ever once in his entire life. And even he could pick up on the energy they were giving. I mean, he didn't say definitively one way or the other, but he's like, I could see this and I would root for this kind of thing. And that by the end of the video, which was a very, very mild version of an interview for them. Dulce said his mind would explode like ours. LOL. Yeah, like he'd be like, okay, they definitely, something's up. Something's afoot here. He would be like, Manda Turano said the video he reviewed, Luke was very jealous that day. He was. Good point. And he didn't get to see that part. Tis underscore I tis underscore Megan. Hello, just joined. What's the haps? Hopefully you heard it already. Hopefully Nash LF also heard it. Because I'm so behind. I'm sure y'all did. Thank you, Greenberg Brigade. Yeah, Anthony Recenello on YouTube for those looking for it. Thank you so much. I'll leave that as long as until it expires so folks can grab that if they need. Ishra said the guy is legit. I've always been seeing his videos and he really is neutral. That's even more exciting, Ishra, right? Like that means like he's just really telling it as it is, and it is, we're not off our rockers. I think that's what we always need to hear sometimes, because there are folks that straight up try to tell us like you're not seeing what you're seeing. Like we are seeing what we are seeing. Like please. Lizzie said video was so good. It truly was. Like it truly was. Oh, well, okay. Kim, what's your name? Okay. Okay, I read that one already. Coco said, I have to say I appreciate you uploading lives onto YouTube so much. I often miss the late ones. Oh, I'm glad you appreciate it, Coco, and you like them. I really, it's been great. Sometimes I replay the episodes myself just to remember what I said. Manda Turano said it's been a quiet day in the Bridgerton world. It feels weird. Yeah. M. Phillips says, it's the way he was like, I was prepared to be like, no, but there's definitely something here. Yes, I remember that part too, M. Phillips, and I was like, yes. He's like, I like it. I like it so much. Kels Bells says, I haven't seen it yet. Oh, I think you're gonna love it, Kels Bells. I think you're gonna love it. So many folks like comment on how tame that video was, and for him to pick it up on a tame video, we're like, come on, that's what we're talking about. Leanne says, I've just watched it. He definitely needs to see more. Absolutely. B Nova said he's not seen Bridgerton. Non-biased observation. 100%. Sharon, bro, pal, or mate, LOL. Natalia said, I got on the Discord and already... Oh, wait, I read that already from back. This is now I'm hitting the places because I know right now I have 99 plus new messages. It's going to bump at some point. I'm always behind. But thankful for my moderators who are on top of it, letting me know what to read. That's on the bottom. Bridgerton Girly said, I just hopped on it and there's so many good suggestions already. The Greenberg Brigade said, we're on it, sending him videos to respond to in Discord. I love it. Kimmy McPhee says he was so honest and real and not over the top. It was a genuine reaction and it was so validating. 100% validation. Because I feel like those that claim that they don't see it already has a bias against seeing it. You know what I mean? Like he came in open. Actually, he even said he was ready to say no. But he couldn't. He couldn't because even in this tame video, there was enough evidence provided that he's like, oh, at the very least, these two folks have an immense closeness with each other that I could definitely like root for this. And it's funny because, thank you, Miss Allie. He was talking about like her answer to the flirtation thing. And she's like, oh, I didn't, Thank you, Sarah Beth. Like she acts like she doesn't know how to flirt, but then he's like, but actually she does. And she's actually quite, she's quite good at it kind of thing, because it's like, the way she does it, you know? So, and he commented on the whole flirting thing, the whole flirting comment. He was like, what does that mean? I love that he called out that question of like, what does that mean? Have they seen each other? Have they gone on double dates? Like, how do they know? How do they know how the other operates, like flirting with people? I love that he said that. I love that he said that because I was thinking it and he said it and I'm like, see, that's what we're saying. That's what we're saying. Like, how do they all know? Unless maybe they're flirting with each other and they're like, yeah. I know how you operate because you operate that on me. Like, I mean, hello. So cute. They're so cute. Sarah Beth says, and Caroline says she's hopeful on Nicola and she will share more when she has receipts. Ooh, what kind of receipts? TK says he needs to see the couch interview. 100%. Sharon said, no skin in the game. That's what makes it so good. He has no skin in the game. That's what makes it so good. Because all the time, anytime I've heard somebody say it's not real, it's PR, there are folks that want it to be the case. Like, he has no reason to want it either way. He's just saying he sees what he sees. He sees what he sees. Isn't that what Angela says? We see what we see. That's what it said. He sees what he sees. And it matches what we see. You know what I mean? Alejandra said, we are not delusional. We are seeing the truth. That's exactly it. Smar31 said, explain to the people who got here what you're speaking about. Well, Smar, I probably have, like now, by now, because I'm so behind. I'm fairly sure I've already answered this. Because usually, like, this is probably, like, how many minutes into the live when I finally hit your comment. Sandy says he needs to look at the interviews from the beginning to see how they really progressed or something. Yeah. At the biggest problem, search Anthony Recenello on YouTube. Yeah, that's the name. Anthony Recenello or something. Yeah, on YouTube. It should be like the one that just got uploaded 4 hours ago-ish or so. Oh, I don't know why I closed that. I apologize. I should have left that longer for folks. Amanda Turano said he needs the one where Nick wipes his mouth at tea time. Okay, everyone asking, search Anthony Recenello on YouTube. Last video is about Luke and Nick. Thank you, Greenberg Brigade, for saying that, and for the moderators for putting it up there. Oh, blasted. Okay, so I knew it hit capacity of messages, so everything just deleted. So I have to, sorry for all the comments that came in that I didn't get a chance to even see, because it disappeared. Where am I? I gotta just start at the bottom at this point. Okay, where are we? I'll just stop right here. Whew. Okay. Miss Alice said, and this is just one of the many, many videos out there. Yeah. Karina03 said, I'm excited. I'm sorry, just got here. Please tell me what we're excited about. Karina03, it is in regards to a video, and Greenberg Brigade had a post on it. It was that, okay, putting it back on, right? Is Anthony Recenello on YouTube did a video like analysis as a dating expert on Luke and Nicola. Thank you, Amber. And it was like, it was so exciting. It was just so exciting because he sees what we see, and he has never seen Luke and Nicola together ever before. He has never watched Bridgerton, and he could pick up on the things that we've always picked up. Things that people keep telling us we're wrong about, but we're like, we see what we see, and he saw what we saw. So I'm excited about that. Lisa said he was careful to talk about actors who play their parts can develop this closeness. Yeah, appreciated that as well. K.A. String says, if it were up to us, we'd have them married and knocked up, but I hope Nicola and Luke take the leap. KM Shopping said the inch comment. Yes, I was like, I wrote that down. I was like, ooh, they're an inch away from it. Like, I love that. And Phillips says, we all saw her wink at him during the blindfold taste test. She can definitely flirt. I mean, every time she's like, I don't know how to flirt. Like, stop it, Nicola. Like, you're natural at this. The Greenberg Brigade said there's a part he says, what does she mean by that? Exactly. Oh, okay. What was, I was trying to remember what it was, but I do remember that. It stayed in my brain too, but I can't for some reason remember what he was saying that to. But yeah, Felicia says she's a great flirt and she knows it. Yeah, I think she downplays it, but I know she knows. She's got to know, right? But then maybe sometimes people don't know because I don't know. Let's see here. Cece said, I love your enthusiasm. I'm just glad, like, I'm literally enthusiastic. I can't manufacture enthusiasm. Like, if I'm excited, I'm excited. If I'm not excited, I'm not excited. And this was something exciting for me. Like, it literally made my heart, like, swell with happiness. Kristen says she's good at flirting with Luke because they are secretly together. That's the hope. Kimmy McPhee 16 said they are so cute. I agree. Alejandra said he started, I cannot say they like each other in real life, and the video went on and he was like, oh wait. Yeah. Love May said, hey friends, thanks for joining the live. Remember to like the live. Thank you, Love May. You're probably laughing at when I finally read that, but I just like to read comments and I always get behind. Alicia said, so he's on the ship. He's in the boiler room. Lil said, what did I miss? LOL. Hopefully you heard some of my response already, Lil. Thanks, Sarah Beth. Okay, Bridgerton Girly said it was in regards to how they know how the other flirts. Okay, so I did comment on that already. Because he was like, oh yeah, okay, I did comment on that. Because he was like, how do they both know? Like, how would they know? Unless they're on double dates with each other or like, but I think it's because they flirt with each other, you know? They flirt with each other. So they know each other's flirting patterns. Tiffany B said Nicola is the queen of flirting. Beautiful Fairy said catches up. It's so hard to beautiful Fairy because I'm usually behind in the chats, but I feel like I probably answered your questions by this point. Danny said he also said that it's hard to control emotions even though they are actors, but they are also human. Totally appreciated that. Totally appreciated that comment. Rivendell said we see what we see. Exactly. Felicia says he needs to see the Brazil videos. He needs to see that he needs to see those red carpets. Come on. Those red carpets, like, interviews were mind-boggling. The Greenberg Brigade said it's the fact that they baffled the relationship expert for me. I think that if he just sees one more, but like closer to the unhinged version of them, he will come to our side fully. Like he was open, like he was there already. Like, but I mean, I'm like, but like you'll fully be like, okay, I can't explain this. If it's not this, then what is it? You know? And I think he would battle people who said it's PR because he's like, when his commentary around like, this is definitely not fake. And I love that. He doesn't even know the PR talk. He doesn't even know that people are claiming it's fake. So the fact that he would say like, this is obviously like true, like, or however he phrased it, right? Melissa said, I posted season 3 cast react green couch on the Discord. Like, you want that? Like, I want that. I want to see his reaction to that. Ooh. I mean, oh, so excited. Okay. Yeah, we know what we see, says Empress. Let's see here. Yes, folks agreeing that we see what we see. Alejandra said, an expert just joined our fandom family. That's what I was feeling. By the end of that video, I'm like, you're coming over. I know it. You just need to see you just need to see a little bit more. Just a little bit more. And you'll be over here. You'll definitely be over here. Let's see here. What else? Frenny Yip said, my mom don't know them, but I showed the press tour video to my mom and she said they are a married couple. See, this is the thing. This is a great thing. Maybe this is Frenny. Maybe that's the thing we should do. We should find people that don't know anything about Luke and Nicola and don't have a bias towards this PR take that people have, and just ask, what do you see? Like, no bias. You don't know these folks from Adam. What do you see? And many of them will probably think they are a married couple or they're dating. That's the vibe they gave. 100% on a consistent basis. Tis_I_Megan said, I'd like the behavioral arts to do one. Behavioral arts. Is that another, like, is that a reaction channel or something? Whew. Okay, folks went to go watch it. Okay, Kimmy McPhee 16 said, watching that reaction video actually gave me such a calmness and sense of relief. Yay! Okay, yeah, there were folks that went to go watch it. Ooh, Lucky Ducky Ooh said that was the tamest clips he could have watched. Yep, that's the beauty of his response, because it was so tame. Like, if we were going to show him one, that would not be the first one we would show him. We would show him the most unhinged version. But the fact that he started with a very tame one and still pretty much came on the ship, like, that said a lot. Newtonic said, as soon as he offered to do a part 2, the fandom ran to his Discord. They're like, you don't got to tell us twice. You don't tempt us with a good time, because we're there. We're there. Rivendell said, the paddle interview for sure. Questions need answering. Melissa said, and how Luke is so reserved, but will agree with her or speak only to enhance her comment with quality. I love it. Giraffe Friend says, we're all visionaries, Phoebe. Margot said, I'll see you guys later. Good night. Good night, Margot. Whew. Kimura Girl said, I would love for a more unhinged video for him to review. Samesies. I love that. Yeah, for those who just came in, we're discussing the video from Anthony Recenello. I don't know if I'm butchering his name the way he butchered Nicola's last name, but here we are. But we'll keep that up as long as possible for those that might not know. HB Pencil said, people need to recommend the one where they are answering fan questions over the phone. Oh, that one was very cute. I love that one. I forgot it was recording. Newtonic said, I just posted it also if anyone needs the link. Awesome. Danny said, I already watched it. It was a good reaction. He is straightforward with his analysis. Leanne said, my son 10 saw an edit. He said, are they in love? Not just their characters? See? Honesty. Like, I'm telling you, these PR folks, the people who are committed to it only being PR, just are like, they're not letting their heart speak. They're just letting their cynicism win out. Because if they just were honest, if they let their heart feel what their heart was feeling as they're watching it, they're not going to say it's PR. There's just no way. If a 10-year-old can feel it. You know? Natalia said, I love how he said Nicola was charming and Luke seems very grounded. Therefore, Nicola grounds Luke. I love it. Carlise, hopefully you know the answer to this question by now. So whenever people are asking what did I miss, I'm so behind in reading chats that I'm hoping that I've answered it at some point or another. Melissa D8111 said, I love how right away he noticed how charming Nick is. She's impossible not to love. Absolutely, 100%. Kristen said the one where Nick brushes Luke's hair and caresses his ears, side of his face would be good to analyze. Yes, please. Leisha said, then we will need him to analyze the songs Nick posted just after all of his knowledge. Now, the thing is, I don't know if he does that kind of stuff. I think he needs to see, like, the people. That's why I was like, oh, maybe the Greenberg Brigade and I were talking about the same thing when she's like, oh, the body language person. Because I do think that's the kind of stuff he's reading into. So I don't know if he's the person that, like, analyzes songs. I wonder if there is one, though, that does that kind of stuff. Libby said he is a relationship expert. Yeah, he's a dating expert. Rivendell said, plus red carpets such as Brazil and New York where he's searching for her and holding her hand. That's absolutely sure. Okay, Ronnie said, make sure not to suggest edits, but actual interviews for full context. Yes. And I think he probably doesn't want edits. He probably wants, like, things where, you know, because we know that edits can potentially be misleading at times. Because usually edits have an editorial voice. You're trying to tell a story through an edit. So sometimes when you're trying to tell a story through an edit, it might not be how it was actually showing up in real life. So when he can just see the unfiltered interviews, it is for the best. Because that nobody can claim that wasn't real. Because, oh, you just showed him an edit. Of course he's going to think things if he just sees an edit. But if he sees the unfiltered, untouched, original, like, interview, like, it's better for our case. for proving our case that we're not off our rockers. Newtonic said he saw what he saw and he's an expert. Absolutely. Alicia said fanning her shirt, any shirt she wears for him because he likes. Kimmy McPhee 16 said, I actually loved his view on Nick. So sweet. Samesies. Kimorova girl said, when you know, you know. Yes. Melissa, hey. Melissa D8111 said, she said once they get into it, flirting, they have game. They know it. They know it. Let's see here. What else? Tiffany B said, Nick knows to just make the girls viewable. Cece says he asked if they've seen each other's real game. That was what that was the what does she mean by that part? Oh, okay. Let's see. Melissa said I've already uploaded a video to his Discord to review. I love it. Is it Dreama? Oh, hopefully you got the answer to your question about what we're talking about by this point. I'm so behind. Kimmy McPhee 16 said it was nice to get an unbiased opinion, truly. And that's why it meant a lot to me. That's why it meant a lot to me, because it was unbiased. You know, I meet too many people that are either already convinced or totally the opposite. Like, they're never going to be convinced. Bocce posted a Discord link to a dating... Oh, wait, it went away. I don't know what it said. Did I click it out? Ann Phillips says he's in the kitchen because I'm like, wait, let him cook. I'm such a big fan of you, Ann Phillips, on so many levels. I'm such a fan of you because there's something about your comments that I just love every single time. Every single time I'm like, just the way you write things. I love it. Rivendell said he's on the dock, ready to board, needs a part 2 to climb fully on board. And Phillips says, poor guy. He has no idea what he got himself into. I hope he sees it as a gold mine and posts lots. I hope so too. Now, obviously he can't do it all. So hopefully, like, he chooses... Is there a way to show which ones we want the most? Is there a way to vote on Discord and say, is there a way to upvote it and say, like, we want this one the most? I mean, would this drive Discord's, like, signups so that we could just vote up and say, please do this one? I don't know. Rivendell says he's on the dock, ready to board, needs a part 2 to fully climb on board. I definitely think so too. I think he just needs one more. And that's why I feel like whatever we suggest, it has to be the one that will definitely get him on board. And that's why I'm like, I feel like the live stream one would do it, but there's so many others. And I wish he would do a progression. But again, he can't just make his whole content Luke and Nicola. I mean, so he's going to have to space those things out. So, but I'm like... So what would be the best thing to give him? Love May said, it's okay. We love that you take time to read each one and your excitement for Lucala. Thank you, Love May. I mean, I try to read each one until, like, it totally disappears. I'm a little bit worried that this is going to disappear soon, too, because it's said 99 plus new messages for a while, and I never know what the cap is before it just completely takes everything away and disappears. Ooh, Lucky Ducky Ooh said, well, we know Nick can't flirt with someone else in front of Luke. Ooh, jealousy, professional jealousy. Amanda Toronto said, everyone is asking for a part 2. We're going to need 200 parts. Janine, is it Janine? Janine? The whole press, long date, if you ask me. I love it. Melissa D8111 said, game changers. The Greenberg Brigade said, the Brazil... Okay, I can't clap properly. Wait, Okay, I'm not going to clap. I got no sense of rhythm, but I wanted to, like, clap in the like, with the periods. I was like, the Brazil red carpet. Oh, I did it. But yes, the Brazil red carpet would do it, for sure. They were so unhinged that day. Leisha said, can't wait to watch it after I've not watched it. Oh, you'll love it if you haven't seen it yet. Kimmy McPhee said the New York red carpet, please. Kim Morova girl said, we see what we see and know what we know. Yeah. User with a lot of numbers right behind it said, OMG, I just saw the video. Love it. Like, right? Love it. Christy J said, oh, he immediately was falling for Nicola. Like, her charm is so strong. Tori Has Opinion says, someone should send the clips to him. Melissa says, someone uploaded the paddle interview in Italy. Yes. GMYL said, when you know. Jessica Lynn said, what video are we suggesting to him, guys? I'm in on this plan to get more from him. Like, a part of me feels like I don't know how many videos he's willing to do. So I feel like the next one we have, it's like, has to be the best ones. Like, what is the best one? I don't know if everybody is on the same page about what the best one is, but like, I'm just hoping like he really chooses a really good one for his next one. Kathy, hopefully you saw the pinned comment about what relationship expert it was. I'm so behind. I'm trusting that you just already saw it when you first posted that. Leisha said we need an analysis of each stop so we can get more into the stress vibes that happened. Stress vibes? We need an analysis. Oh, okay. Oh, I really am kind of interested in Italy, the Italy one, because I wonder how he would read that one. Would he feel like there's a different type of tension between them? I don't know. Tis_I_Megan said, our rose glasses are clear now. Yeah. And KM Shopping said he definitely needs to see Italy. Christy J said, I commented he doesn't even know what he has unlocked with this Lucilla fandom. And hopefully, honestly, like, I hope that they're... Okay. Ronnie said, Phoebe, I need to step away for a second. Can you give pinning capabilities to Love May? Does she not have that? I didn't even know I didn't give it to her. Hold on. How do I gotta find Love May again. How do I moderator, Placid. Why I'm not good at this stuff. Moderator. I'm gonna, once I see Love May at some point, I'll do that. But I didn't know. Oh, you can, okay, you can pin things. Or is that from Placid? Did you pin that, Love May, or did Ronnie pin that? Because I didn't know you didn't have pinning capabilities. I thought I have everything marked for you to be able to do it. Oh, that was you, Ronnie? Okay, I'm going to have to go down to the bottom. I'm going to miss all these comments because I got to get that done and figure out how to fix it. Okay, so how do I fix it? Okay. I don't know how to fix it. How do I fix moderators? Settings. Moderators. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Manage. Sorry, y'all. Oh, I really did have it off. Sorry about that. Okay. It should be good to go now. Can you try again? I mean, can you pin some random one? Maybe your no problem one. Pin the no problem to see if it's really no problem. Do you see the capability? Oh, you pinned before, but not today. Oh, interesting. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So I'm just going to go up a little bit to see what other things people said. Natalia said he clocked Nick to the T. He was like, I can tell she's a very touchy-feely person. This guy knows. Jenny said Brazil, Ireland, Galway, and London interviews. Yeah. Natalia said videos like these really help us throughout the drought. It's so true. It's so true. Cindy said the dating expert fell for Nick from a 15-minute interview. So folks are again asking what video. It's from Anthony Recenello. Now I forgot already. Again. So the dating expert saw the chemistry between Aaron and Ronnie, YouTube couple. Okay. Were they like not dating at that point? Or they were? Or they are now a couple, but they weren't a couple before? Alejandro said, so should we start to plan the wedding? Sarah Beth said, and the mirroring they do in interviews like Tom Dea. Those are good ones too. Now I feel like I have seen him do ones for edits. As long as the edit is like fairly accurate to what happened. Natalia said we can make a poll on Discord. So it can show like what people prefer him to do first. Or second, I guess in this case. Love May said, after this, I will make a poll. I mean, I'm not on Discord, but it's one of those moments where I'm like, But anyways, hopefully, maybe other people will join Discord just to do this. The Greenberg Brigade said, who doesn't fall for Nicola? Is there anybody that can, again, put the name of the person and pin that again? Because there's more people asking what video, and I don't know if, like, they were here when we answered that question before. Beekeeper said, I need him in my ear for all their interviews at this point. Alejandra said, our queen. Genesis 711. The PR person is here. Genesis 711 said, this is a classic PR move, though. Bring in the relationship expert. I wonder if it's damage control. Honestly, it's not that deep, I don't think. Honestly, Genesis 711, I don't think it's that deep. I just genuinely believe that this guy got this video and said, hey, can you tell us what you see? And he's like, I don't know who these people are. Utterly butchered Nicola's name. Like, for someone who's being brought in to do damage control, at least know the name of the people, right? Know how to pronounce the name of the people. So I don't think that they're bringing in for damage control. But he sees what we see. Cindy said, sir, those arms. So hopefully folks who kept asking about the video, you can see Greenberg Brigade's comment has been pinned so you can look it up yourself. Linda_CH said, I've just seen the video. OMG, interested. Yeah. Felicia said, I'm going to send too many videos. Abby said, someone needs to just send a compilation video, LOL. See, the thing is, I don't know what the longest video he's ever watched. Like, how long is his videos usually? I don't know. Cam Shoppy was like, Italy. Aitlier 157. He did several videos for Tom Dea, so he'll probably do a couple for Nicola. Okay. Because, see, I want to know what his past patterns are. SMR31 said, I'm dying for more of his videos. Can't handle it. I know, right? Like, I hope so. I really hope so. Like, how many was he willing to do of Tom Dea? You know, can we, like, get more than that even? Beautiful Fairy said New York, so we know how he picks up on all the vibes. Jessica Lynn said, yeah, we need to do a group effort for a good vid, in my opinion. Yes. Like, I feel like a collective unit say, like, this is, like, highly suggested. NMC, Brittany J said, I think it's great he didn't know anything about them or saw the show. Makes his insight better. That's what I feel, too. NMCCLANJ8Q0 said, would love to see an analysis from him about this versus the Jason's relationship. I mean, what can he see? There's nothing to see. That's the thing. There's everything to see with Luke and Nicola. I don't think he'll see anything with the other one. At least he'll see as much as we see, which is nothing on the other side. So I don't know if it's much of a comparison. If there was any affection for the other side, I would see the value in that, but I see nothing. I think he'll see nothing. Shelly said, I mean, again, not to say that there is nothing. I'm just saying, in comparison of, like, affection, I don't see anything. Shelly said, okay. I think, you know, we got Greenberg Brigade. We probably need to pin Greenberg Brigade's comment every 5 seconds, you know? Just in case new people are coming in. C. Logan 248 says, I love that he emphasizes the friends to lovers as a great foundation for a relationship. I agree. Eden says the teen Vogue compliment back and forth is a good one. Yeah, it's a really good one. But underscore Brit underscore wait said the real good stuff is the Bridgerton behind the scenes clips, like him holding her waist and wedding dress reaction. Oh, yes. I love that one. Those are good too. I just want him to choose an unhinged one. I just want his opinion on unhinged ones. Like where you're literally watching it and going like, what is happening in front of us right now? Phillips, read the room. Dulce said he's done multiple on the same person before, so maybe we can get multiple parts if requested. Karina03 says, what about the Netflix live one where Nick is practically sitting on Luke? Yeah, that's the one that I would go with. Honestly, if we could only have one other one that he looks at, that or the red carpet. Thank you, Odette. Or the red carpet, you know? Kathy said, OMG, ran and watched the video. It was amazing. They're an inch from it. I know. That was the quote that I actually literally wrote on my little pad. That I got excited. The first comment he made that made me super excited. Then he said a bunch of stuff after that. That I was like, yes. Come over to the ship. Janine said, and please correct me if I got this wrong at some point. He's going to get a huge response, so he might do a lot if he gets so many watches. Hopefully. Maybe if he sees. It's just that I know that, like, if your main content is not that, he knows that other people don't want to watch. If there's people that are not into Luke and Nicola, he doesn't want to create too much of that, because then people want to see other couples being highlighted. But if he's willing to do, like, them and another couple, but then them again and another couple, like, I'm down. I think that will make other people happy and make us happy too, but who knows? So hopefully, we'll see what he can do or willing to do. Pori Roku 233 said, did he tell he would do part 2? I think he made mention like he would be open to doing a part 2. Yes. At the very least, he was willing to do a part 2. We're just hoping he'd be willing to do a little bit more. But if not, that's okay. But we would prefer it, right? Tam Spin said, I feel this one, he got more of Nicola flirting. He needs to see his Luke looks at Nicola. Ooh, I like that point. I would love him to see what is coming from Luke's side. Yeah. Let's see. Tori has opinions. We need to comment on the video. Yeah, and the thing is, in the video, he talks about the fact that his Discord is the one where, he gets, the requests. So that's why we're hoping that folks that are on Discord will really help push certain things. Because I don't know if maybe he uses the YouTube video comments, but in the video itself, he says, he talks about the Discord. Collie said, would be interesting to see him react to Luke getting jealous in the interviews that also have Luke Thompson. Like, his eyes are blue. I can see it from here. Cindy said he validates that we aren't insane. Absolutely. The Greenbird Brigade said, watch the video a lot of times so his views are super high. Also follow him. Strategic, Greenbird Brigade. All right. Yeah, we're forever pinning the same thing. So Greenberg Brigade has been pinned. Now Love May is pinned here because people are coming in at different times. And so just know that this is what we're talking about. This reaction to a Luca interview on YouTube by Anthony Recenello. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your last name. Okay. Let's see here. What else do I have? Cecilia said, hope he reviews Couch One because it's long. Italy because Luke shows more emotion. Brazil, red carpet. Yeah, the red carpet one was wild. Christy J said, I have the whole file with all the interviews of the press tour. Felicia said, now we need someone to analyze the intimacy. The intimacy scenes. Collie said, Lucala's press tour is like an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's hard to know where to begin with what vid. That's the thing. It's hard to choose just one. But let me tell you, now I'm glad that I've started to calm down. Like, my throat's starting to hurt though. But I was just so excited. I had to get on and talk to y'all because I was like, are you feeling what I'm feeling? Like, literal, I'm like excited. Christy J said he's about to get hit with the Nicola Coughlin effect. Yeah. Genesis 711 says there are so many better videos for him to see. I know. That's what I'm so excited for him to be able to see. Annie says, I have to hop off. Thanks, Phoebe. Thanks for coming, Annie. Tori says, comments on the video bring his stats up. Good for algorithm. Helps us get the message out. Oh, way to think about it, Tori. Okay. You have convinced me. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Brittany J said he did point out how Luke leans into her a lot for physical touching. He notices. Smar31 says, I'm dying for more of his videos. Can't handle it. I don't know how often this person like uploads stuff, but it'd be nice. Brittany J said, I like how he pointed out how Luke leans. Oh, wait, no, I read that. I just read that. Did I just read that? Or something else? Let's see. Janine said he already has over 3,000 views on it. That's good. If we could pin again, just in case. I'm back to 99 plus new messages, so I don't know if people are still asking for what video, but people are responding anyway back then. Jessica Lynn said, yeah, not loving Nick is like blasphemous. She's a goddess. Melody said, I just watched it. Luke was more reserved in that video too. Kimmy McPhee 16 said, for what? The season is over. They are on to season 4. There is no reason for that. Oh, you're talking about like the whole like damage control comment. Yeah. Kick says the way he fell for Nick felt. Beautiful Fairy said, seems more real if he doesn't know names well. Yeah, like poor Nicola. The way he said her last name. I don't blame him though. It does look like cough. The way her name is spelled. I would have thought it was cough as well. Coughlin. I understand why he said it like that. Brittany, oh wait, no. I read that comment already. Okay. Yeah, Janine said he said to post in his Discord what we request. Kimmy McPhee 16 said British Vogue tea, little bit of everything, Lucola. Katie said, I'm just wondering what would be a good video to see. I'm thinking the paddle video. The paddle video is a really good one. The Greenbird Brigade's, he just unleashed the craziest fandom on himself. I'm just hoping that he just feels the love, though. Like, I hope it doesn't get too overwhelming. Like, I don't want him to get overwhelmed over the excitement of it. I just would love it, like, if he knows which video. Like, I hope people don't get too, like, squirrely in his comment section or anything. Just as long as we're just providing potential clips. Like, as he requested. Just the clips, nothing more. And the thing is, like, because he does, I don't think he typically does, like, multiples. I guess he did with Tom Daya, but, like, be okay if we only get a part 2. Because he said he was only open to doing a part 2. He didn't say there's going to be a part 3, part 4, part 5, you know? So, but hopefully, if it gets an overwhelmingly positive experience for him, he'd be willing to do another one. And another one. But I hopefully we don't scare him off with our excitement. Just instead feel encouraged by our excitement. Okay, Gaga75 says his videos range heaps 40 minutes to 1 hour. Okay. So we could have a longer clip of stuff. Okay, that's nice. Shelly says, agree, let's not bother. Linda said, this with Luke and Nicola is a real roller coaster. Betsy A said, but that would be validating. Oh, and Philip says, "Oop, go off, Phoebe. There's nothing to see. You be so innocent with absolute burns." Oh, I do. I I really appreciate you, and Philip, so much because I wasn't. You're right. I wasn't trying to do a sick burn. I was just trying to be. What I thought in my head is factual. Like I've not seen anything. So what is the? It's different when if there was like apples to apples, and it's not apples to apples. Is like it's no comparison at this point. Like I'm not saying that there isn't apples to compare in like private, I suppose, but there hasn't been any apples to compare publicly. Kels Bell says we might send him into the Lucula rabbit hole. Blah. I love it. Let's see here. Tam Spin said we knew we saw the connection. Kick says the one where they were blindfolded. My word, they were even in sync when they did their napkins at the same time. I'm like, how did you do that? Like you don't even see each other. Like you're just so in sync. And he talked about like the fact that when Luke would just like not say much, the way he read that was like they know each other. They're so in sync with each other. They know each other so much, like that he doesn't feel like he needs to or something. I forgot how he explained it, but I'm like, yes, I appreciate that version of it or that understanding of it. Leo's son said that was the most PG one he could have watched. Exactly, and still picked up on everything. Sarah Beth said, not like we didn't see it already. Felicia said, I agree. He should definitely see an unhinged video. The Greenbird Brigade said it's good that he did that one, though, because if he sees it in that, then we definitely aren't imagining it. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I do appreciate that he saw such a tame one first. Because maybe he would go like, oh, how did it get to that level, you know? Whew. Janine said, yeah, I really hope Nick and Lucula see this. Luke see this guy's video. Leia said, Brazil red carpet, definitely. I would think so. Jessica Lynn said the Netflix live one has been suggested. I think that's a good one. I think that's a real good one because they're basically on each other's lap at that point. I would love him to analyze when they basically leapt off of each other once Golda came in. Like, I want him to analyze why they felt the need to separate. Because somebody was like, well, you know, like, they were just sitting that way. Like, they have to... I forgot what somebody was saying of why they were sitting that close. And I'm like, but they knew how to separate when Golda came in. So I don't think that it was a mandatory thing that they were basically on each other's lap. Because Golda came in and they're like, oh, hey, separation. I mean, it might be a respect thing. But the point is... they knew how to separate, but they weren't separating before that. And literally in the end of that interview, when Nicola goes, we did it, and she turns around, like, I'm like, oh my word. If Luke just turned around at the same time that she said we did it, like, they would have kissed. They were that close in facial, like, it was so close. It was so close. Serenity Chic said, I'm over here chanting for Anthony. One of us. One of us. LB said the Teen Vogue one where they read compliments was really interesting. Let's see here. The Greenbird Brigade said if it gets a lot of views and new followers from it, he will do more. That's what we hope, right? Tis_I_Megan said, all aboard. As the Greenbird Brigade said, so everyone watch it and follow him. Libby said, is he only on YouTube? We should follow him. Janine said already over 3,200 views and increasing. Awesome. Leo Sun has already got over 3,200 views in 5 hours. Awesome. Katie said, what about the paddle video where she hits his leg? I mean, immediately I think the most that I think of is like the live stream when they're basically sitting on each other's lap. The paddle with Italy and red carpet in Brazil. Like, those are the ones, and maybe, and like the hair thing, possibly. But like, I feel like that interview, it's only that clip that, you know, sticks out to me in that interview Versus like those other ones that I listed have like long periods, like a lot of things that he could be looking at, you know? Felicia said I can be the Ken to her Barbie. Yeah. Tamspin said the paddle game. Like it feels like we'll would choose the paddle one. Like I feel like it comes down to like the live stream where they're basically sitting on each other's lap, or the paddle game for folks. Though I still think the Brazil one could have the like a run for its money. Bridgerton Girly said he's already at 3.2 views, 2K views, and his last video had 8.4 in 6 days. Oh yeah, so if he sees like a ridiculous amount of viewership or views for this one, hopefully that does encourage him. Like, he'd be like, oh wow, I really got a fandom. But again, here's to hoping everybody's respectful of him, everybody's kind, because we don't want anything that will like make him not want to do more. Melissa said, so far there are 9 links, videos uploaded. Check the links at the top of the video ideas tab before you post. Okay, that's good to know. I mean, I don't know what all of that means because I'm not on Discord, but it sounds like it's simple enough for those that are in the Discord. Let's see here. Doo-doo-doo. Beekeeper says we're gonna break his YouTube channel. I hope he just gets a lot of viewerships and he gives us a part 2. That would be great. Ajada said just watched it. It was so sweet. LOL. Yes. Maha said might have missed it, but have you shared your perspective on casting of Sophie? Okay, hold on. And Philip says, so now I gotta replace season 3 and this YouTube video. LOL. Oh, replay. Probably replay, not replace. You're going to replay both of them. That's probably what you're saying. Maha, no, I actually haven't shared my perspective on casting of Sophie. The thing is, I know Ronnie had originally shared that when Variety broke the news, if you read the article, it actually said that they never got confirmation from Bridgerton itself. They had like no comment. So I think like it's wild the Variety would have released that information without Bridgerton, like a comment from Bridgerton. So either she really is Sophie and they literally stole their Netflix thunder by releasing that information before they could, which is very unfortunate. And that's the best case scenario. Hopefully she is truly Sophie. Because it would suck if it turned out that wasn't true. But I think it probably is true. But what Variety chose to do was like leapfrog like Netflix and share it before Netflix was ready to share it. Because Netflix would have wanted to break that news. Variety chose to steal that thunder, which I feel like is disappointing. And because majority of people didn't even read that article. If Ronnie didn't tell me that that was the case, I would not have even known that they never actually got confirmation from Bridgerton. Or didn't get a comment from them. So that's kind of what I feel about it. I don't want to really make too much of a comment on it until I know definitively how Netflix had wanted to roll out that information about Sophie. Karina03 said intimacy scenes without music. Kimmy McPhee 16 said, we thank you for sharing this. Again, thank you to Dulce, because Dulce, I saw the message first from Dulce, and I was just like, oh my word. Then I saw it from Natalia right after that, but I was like, oh my word. Like, the minute I watched it, I was like, this is gold. Amanda Turano said, okay, Italy needs to be submitted. That was so flirty. Yeah, like there were some tensions in Italy, but there were definitely moments where it's like, oh, they're okay again. Let's see here. Felicia said, I was feeling so delulu and he made me realize I'm not crazy. Serenity Chic said, so you're saying stream season 3 on my TV and rewatch Anthony's YouTube video on my phone. I love the plan there, Serenity Chic. Let's see here. Tam said, I hope she is. I feel the announcement should have been from Shonda Netflix. Samesies. When the Variety broke the news, again, I didn't read the article. I just knew it went all over social media. And then when Ronnie was like, did you know that they never got confirmation from Bridgerton? And it's literally in the article stating no comment or whatever. If you go to Ronnie's page, I'm fairly sure that Ronnie has a screenshot of the article and talks about it. Right? And I'm like shooketh. I was shooketh when Ronnie said that, because I was like, what? Like, how could you do that? Like, if anybody should break the news, it should have been Netflix. Like, what if they wanted it to be a surprise? What if there was a whole reason why they didn't want it to be leaked? And why did somebody leak it? Like, we're in such an age of leakage. Leaks. Okay, Ronnie's getting on here. Hold on, Ronnie. Let me fix this guest.
I got stuck on leakage.
Okay, wait. Cancel. Don't want that one. This one. Switch. Wait. Okay, there we go. I like that one.
I'm not going to take up too much time. I promise. It's just 2 seconds. So the last thing that I saw was it's pretty much her, because they still have to be super confident to lean on that and report it, because they have to have a reliable source in order to report it. But it is a leak. I mean, there's no denying that. The last thing that I saw, I don't know if it was last night or this morning, was that a Korean news report came out that it was official. Now, I don't know if they got confirmation from her representation, but even in the Variety article, it wasn't only the fact that they didn't get confirmation from Shondaland, they didn't get confirmation from her representation. Her representation didn't even comment. So I don't know if the Korean report stated that it was official or not. Someone mentioned to me on the Discord that she has already started a playlist for Sophie, like for her character, on Spotify.
Oh.
So if that's any representation, I didn't check to confirm that that's accurate, or if that's actually her on Spotify. But if that's the case, then obviously it is her. It just hasn't been officially announced. But I would take all of the art, like MSN released an article, and all of their saying in that article is it's been confirmed, without saying who confirmed it. So they're all just kind of latching onto each other, because they can easily fall back on saying, well, it was confirmed. Someone else confirmed it. We're just reporting it. So yeah, it's one of those weird things.
It reminded me of, like, one time I ended up having to buy a book, because what had happened was I needed to give the source material of where I got some sort of data.
Right.
And everything always led to another article, someone else's article.
Yep.
I think it was like 5 articles in before I found the actual original source material.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Like, all of these articles that came after were literally trusting the other articles to be telling the truth. But all the other articles were using other articles before, like, the original. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, this is really where it's at. Like, people don't fact check anymore. It's like,
they're all counting on the first person to post it to do all the actual legwork, and then they can just tie into the traffic to bring it over to them by some form or fashion. But yeah, someone was asking about how to find a person's name on Spotify. If they have a public profile, you can easily just type in their name and they should pop up. Yeah, so it should be easy to find, unless she went private already, because she was like, who are all these people following me all this? So yeah.
Is this like the JD? No, just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna ask you something, Ronnie, before you, but I forgot what it was.
Okay, you can buzz me later.
Yeah. Oh no, it wasn't it wasn't a question. It was a comment. I still think that it's a travesty that a magazine chose to break it and
Yeah, I
didn't
know.
give Netflix the opportunity to break it the way they wanted to break it.
Yeah, and it's not even like Netflix or Bridgerton or Shondaland. I just worry about her because
Yeah.
it's just such. If they had a plan in place to like, if they had like a trailer or like like a nice photo shoot, like what if they released a picture of her and Luke T together looking beautiful? Like, not that we're not gonna still love it, but like, give her some like prep time. Don't just like all of a sudden just throw her in the deep end and like now everyone's like, pouncing on her social media. So yeah, I don't know, but that was my main concern.
Yeah.
So it
I
is what
hear
it is.
that. All right. Thank you for giving us
No
the details
worries,
on that.
and thanks for sharing that YouTube because that was fun.
Oh my word. It made my day. It made
Yes.
my day. Thankful for like Dulce and for sharing it. And then Natalia also later after that too. But like, yeah, it was like, this is why I'm really thankful for like the community, because the community finds things and it's like, oh my word, like then we can celebrate together. Like
Yeah,
we celebrate together
yeah. The
and say,
validation
woo.
is always needed, especially with how weird things can get during the slow periods of a fandom. So validation's good.
Yeah, yes, yes. Um, yeah, definitely agree. Okay.
Yes, I'm
Um,
gonna leave.
say what?
I'm gonna head out now. I'm just trying to figure out how to click this thing out.
Oh, do you want me to do
Could you? Because yeah,
yeah, here we go.
this isn't working.
Oh, all right. There we go. Okay. Thanks, Lil. And thank you to all those folks that actually gave gifts while I was um did I thank everybody that had given gifts? Hopefully I did. But if I didn't, I am appreciative. Kimura Girl says, wondering how many people get butterflies watching Nick and Luke's interviews together, because I surely do. I get giddy at certain ones. Like I just think they're so cute. They're so cute. Thank you, Karen. Um, Rivendell wants to clarify when asking about the Spotify playlist that they're not asking for stalking advice. Thank you, Zarina. See, Infinity R is like, what have I missed? OMG. Hopefully you can see the pinned comment that will give you the context of all the conversation. Sarah Beth said, just watched it. So cute. Jessica Lynn said, journalism is dead. To be honest, none of them do proper research anymore, it feels like. Yeah, I mean, that would never have flown. Like, that kind of handling of journalism would not have been allowed when I was a kid, at least. Anthony Serenity Chic says Anthony Recenello should be the new Lucula third wheel. I'm just saying. Rivendell said, I hope mine isn't public. Your Spotify. Sanibel said a bunch of us just joined and we have no idea what just broke. Nothing just broke. I mean, I don't know if you mean like news that broke. Nothing has broken. This is more so like the dating expert person sharing stuff. Serenity Chic said I would still appreciate an official Netflix announcement. Absolutely. We can't, Karen, we can't provide direct links in the chat, but people are putting it like Love May has pinned the name of the dating expert because they could use the name to type in the search and it should pull up the video. Linda says, now I'm going to bed more relaxed. Woohoo! Yay. Mel said, I never get tired of their interviews. Neither do I. I mean, it's just sweet. They're just sweet interviews, you know? I'm going to stay for like 10 more minutes before I head off for the night. But I just want to thank y'all for just like getting giddy with me. How come I ended up thinking like getting jiggy with me? Getting jiggy with it or something like that in my head. Kristen said, I did a post about it with link in comments. Oh, you did? Does it allow links? For all this time, I always thought it just filters that out for some reason. Because I've never seen a link on a comment. So I didn't realize it did allow links. Tamspin said, I'm just so happy that he saw what we've been seeing. Oh, no. Oh, I got it. You said you did a post. My mind, Kristen. So you did a post on your account. Is that what you said? Kimorova girl said, when you type in his name, it should be the first video that comes up. Yeah. Oh, I just read that comment just a bit ago. That must mean I've caught up. Collie says their interviews are my comfort show. Mel says he needs to analyze the interview where Nick says hand holding is romantic, then proceeds to hold hands. Thanks, Melissa. The Greenberg Brigade says we are encouraging him to react to another interview, so make sure to like, comment, and follow him. Zarina said the video on YouTube is good for us, the shipper. Lil said this made my entire day. Yay. Ronnie says, because we think in musical, LOL, this is actually true. Like, I hear a phrase and I'm already thinking of a song. Thank you, Linda. Cora said, it was super cute, but he ended right as he was doing his dumb in love puppy dog look at Nick. Ali Lover said, we don't have much to get giddy over the last few days, but we can always find something. We are good about finding the rainbow in the rain. Beekeeper says Anthony is now on the ship. Tamspin says, thank you for letting us know. Yeah, it's been fun to have this conversation. Today, that what we're talking about is what Love May has posted there. It's going to be disappearing in a second, but like it's about this dating expert. New me Ben me said, you all talking about that dating expert. I bet you are betting correctly. You win. Janine said, I do love how he says right away that Friends to Lovers is the best. Laura said, I might be out of the loop, but what is Discord? I keep hearing about it. It's an app that I'm sure people can talk to you about because I don't, know. Karen says, Phoebe, did the new watch hours numbers come out? Yes, Karen, it did. It showed that we went up 700,000 watches. Now, mind you, I do need to reframe how I talk about it because I do sound bummed because, we keep going down every week. But the thing is, I really do think that the confusing messaging around folks thinking that part 2 is the only thing necessary to watch. I had to explain to folks, re-explain to folks again that, and I'm going to say it one more time, just so folks understand. When the first 4 episodes were released in May, it was eligible for weekly updates. Weekly updates said, hey, 4 episodes are available. If people watch the 4 episodes, that is equal to 1 view. However, in order to be eligible for the most viewed show on Netflix, you have to have all episodes released. So what happened was, once all episodes were released in June, they started the 91 days on that date in June. There was no splitting of parts of 91 days. It's just one set of 91 days, and it starts in June. And so what used to be 1 view for the first part, that now becomes the full season has to be watched for it to be considered 1 view. And it's based off of runtime minutes. So some people are like, no, for sure, we can only watch part 2. That's all that matters. They're going to be sorely disappointed when they find out that if they just watch part two once, they didn't watch a full view. Now, if they want to watch part 2 twice, that definitely has enough runtime minutes to be considered a view. But I think that's what people got confused about because again, Netflix doesn't make it clear, but they do actually write that in their top 10 viewed Netflix list. If you scroll down to the bottom, it that is listed out. So just letting you know. Thank you, Love May, for the reminder. Though I'm only going to be here for another 5 minutes, but hopefully that answers your question, Karen. Yes, I did see that new watch hours. I did a post on it. It's 700,000 more. We are like, we may not pass season 1, but we have every right to be proud of what this fandom has still done, because season 1 came out during the pandemic, during holiday season. There were so many things going for it. It was also the first one ever out the pocket, or out the gate. And so like, it had so many things going for it. And the fact that season 3 is plugging along even like as extensively as it is shows how much love there is for the show. So I think next week, no matter what our numbers are, I really will be more intentional about sounding more upbeat when I do my videos, because it really is something to be proud of, for sure. Kimorova Girl said, we always have Phoebe to get through a drought. Mel said, thanks, Phoebe. Linda says, good night, everyone. It's been exciting. Yes. Let's see here. Serenity Chic says, this was fun. It's always a pleasure to catch your lives, Phoebe. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night. Beekeeper said, good night, everybody. Sweet Lucula dreams to you all. Mel said, I have 3, sometimes 4 screens going on all day now. Let's do this. Absolutely. Laura said, so do you feel like Bridgerton put themselves at a disadvantage by releasing in 2 parts? Actually, now that I realize how they're doing it, I don't know if necessarily it is a disadvantage, because at first I was confused. I thought that, I was like, well, what happens to part 1? Like, do those views count? I don't understand. Like, people watch part 1 so much, but it did count in the weekly updates, right? Like, the first part counted for 1 view during those weekly updates, but it does still count. Like, their whole point of saying we're not going to start counting everything until the whole release, all of the season, all the episodes release, is so that people can have a full 91 days with all of them. So whether you watch the first episode in May, the first part in May, and then you watch the second part in June, that May viewing and the June viewing combined equals that 1 view. And then so I don't think they actually did put it at a disadvantage. I don't think, now that I reread like what, thank you, Tam, reread what Netflix put on their like explanation, it finally makes sense to me. Because I think I got very confused between the weekly updates that did count the first part as 1 view versus the most viewed list, which would not count the first part as 1 view. It counts it as part of a view, because it has to be the whole season for it to count as a view. And when I say the whole season, I don't mean like you have to watch all of the episodes. It's probably ideal that you do, but you can just have something equivalent to the runtime minutes. Melissa said, keep running season 3, everyone. Run on multiple devices accounts if you can. Yeah, totally. Thank you, Melissa. New Me, Been Me. Thank you, Karen. New Me, Been Me said, yep, just watch episode 1 through 8 because only the full season counts for 1 full view. Yeah, it's the full runtime minutes of the season. So it can be a mix. It doesn't have to be episodes 1 through 8. However, it's easier if you do that. Honestly, it's easier. So, I forgot to, so thank you, Redaloo. And I think maybe it was Tam also. Thank you. Hopefully it was Tam, because I'm thanking you. If it wasn't you, then oopsies. Karen says, thanks, Phoebe. I haven't really been on socials today until now. Oh, gotcha. All right. Okay, I'm leaving in a minute, so I might not get to read everything else that's left here. Shame.spiral says, so I guess if I fast forward and only watch the pollen parts, it doesn't count. Shame.spiral, all of your things count. Meaning, like, it just might not equal to 1 view. Like, if you watch the pollen parts so many times that it equals the runtime minutes of the whole season, that would be counted as 1 view. But if you only watched it like once, it might be like considered, I don't know how little that would be of the view. Like, I don't even think it would be 0.25. It might be 0.10. You know, it's not going to count as a full view, but the minutes still count. So I want to make that clear. The minutes still count of you watching those pollen parts. It's just not going to it's not going to equal 1 view on its own unless you're watching it a lot. Okay, so that's pretty much all I can do for tonight because my voice is parched. I need to get some food in me. But it was a lot of fun, y'all. Thank you so much for just getting giddy with me. Have a good night. Bye.